Okay, in this lesson, we're just going to look at a specific example of common factoring, called, which is a binomial factors, it's a little more complicated. You might not know how to do it if you haven't seen it before. So remember, with common factoring, you'd be given a question like this: so factor, and then you'd be given a expanded polynomial, something like 5x squared plus 10x. And you'd say, okay, what's common? Okay, 5 and x. And then what do you need to multiply? That'd be x plus 2. So you take this thing, which looks expanded, and put it into unexpanded form. So something with a bracket. Well, in this question, in this example, you're going to get something like this. You're going to be asked to factor something like 5x times x minus 1 plus 2 times x minus 1. So this looks different because this looks like it's not expanded. So how do I factor this if it's not expanded? And one guess might be, a lot of people's first guess would be, okay, do I expand this first? And you could do that. But that would actually be longer. So what you're going to do is think of this as two terms. Think of this thing here and this thing here. And say, what's common to both these? What does this have in common with this? Well, 5 and 2, nothing divides 5 and 2 except 1, so nothing really. X, and there's no x here, so that's not common. But x minus 1 and x minus 1 is common to both. So that's going to be what we take outside, so put sort of in front of the bracket. So we have an x minus 1 which is common to both. And if I take out an x minus 1 from this term, what do I have left? I just have this 5x left. If I sort of divide the x minus 1 from here, what do I have left? I just have the 2 left. So this times this is equal to this. So I've common factored this, where here my common factor was a whole binomial. So that's why we'd say this is a binomial factor. So the greatest common factor was a whole binomial rather than just a simple monomial. So just for one more example. So let's factor whatever 10xy times x plus y minus 3 times x plus y. So again, what's common to this and this? Again, 3, 10xy, nothing's common, but the brackets are common. So the x plus y is the common factor. So x plus y is the greatest common factor to both these things. And then what are you left with? Just 10xy. And then what are you left with here? Minus 3. So we've common factored a whole binomial. So that's it. It's very similar. It's actually probably easier, but you might not have recognized that you can do that if you haven't seen it before.